what we're doing today is doing something that a lot of beekeepers shy away from. They rather buy nucs, but we have an early chance to put a package in today. One of our local apiaries was able to grab in about 300 packages. It's a beautiful day, so that's what we're going to do. So we've already removed the queen. We got her over here, and we're just going to make sure that she's okay. And she is in there with some attendants, and we're going to install her right after we put these bees in. But it's pretty simple. You're going to take this cover off the top, and you're going to remove a sugar can that the suppliers put in here for their trip, and we'll use that later. We'll give it back to them later. And then pry your lid off, take your queen off, and then put the lid right back on, and then you're ready to go. So it's very simple. All you're doing is you're taking this package of bees, and you're going to give them a pretty good knockdown so that they're all in the bottom, and then you're just going to dump them in. This is how it goes. And I'm using 2 deeps. A lot of people use 1, and I'm using 2 because I have the resources and the honey inside to do that. My frames are already drawn out, so they're really ahead of the game. And we'll give it one more good knockdown. Get as many as we can out of that hole as possible. One more again. And if you're just using brand new drawn foundation and it's not drawn yet, you want to get feed to them. So put an in-hide feeder with 1-to-1 syrup to these girls pretty quick and let them get eating. I block off the bottom entrance while I'm doing this so they all don't take off on me. And then what I'll do is leave this here right by the entrance, let them fly out. And as you can see, I got foundation here that's got some nectar in it, so that's a huge start for them. And we're going to put that in. We're going to give them another comb. Where's my smoker here? Knock them down just the bottom a little bit, chase them down.
Send some this way.
And put them in. And then now we need our queen, who's hanging out over here. We are going to put her with right in between these 2 frames, just like this. And we're going to push her into the comb a little bit so that she fits right in there, nice and snug, and then she won't be able to drop to the bottom. Just like that. And they will get to her, they will start attending her, which they're already doing now. And they are going to get we've got some brutal cold weather coming in this weekend, so we're just going to put a candy board back on for them. And because they have a lot of nectar inside in those drawn combs, they have all kinds of food to eat. And that's pretty much it. Now what I'm going to do is open up my entrance here in the front, take the entrance reducer off, and flip it over so it's open. And then what you're supposed to do is just to keep them, help them reorient and keep them from all flying out of there at once. I just take some pine needles right here, and I'll just put it right in front of that front entrance, and that'll deter them from coming out. But pretty quick if you want to come around to the front now. My wife's doing the videotaping because my camera decided to crap out today, so she's doing the phone thing. So just come right around the front.
Yeah, without a bee suit.
Yeah, she hasn't got a bee suit on, but they're really happy today. They really are. So doing a package, you might get stung once or twice when you're doing it directly. But right here, I just put that that little bit of pine needles right there in the front, or grass or something like that. And you can see some are landing and already coming back in. The pheromones are going to spread relatively quick. They have their upper entrance, you can see right here. They're already coming and going out of there. So in a matter of 3 or 4 minutes, you have a package of bees all installed. Obviously, have your hive set up and ready to go before you start doing this. But this was a dead out colony, so they were all cleaned up. We're using their stores, and we're using their food that they had from the winter. And it wasn't a waste of a dead out. They didn't leave, it's not that they didn't leave anything behind. They left everything for a new colony. So that's pretty much it. So we're going to let them get a little oriented to this. and put the top cover on, and we'll be good to go. So
I'm
my
done.
wife's got some bees flying around here. She wants to go, so we're going to cut this off. A quick video on installing a package. Hey everybody again. So anyways, my wife took off because she's getting bees in her hair and everything, but I just wanted to show you the reaction after you put a package in. So when we put the top cover on, if you look real close, you can see that these girls are fanning right away. Basically, all these other bees that are flying around that didn't, and you can see the ones here, you know, they haven't had any really good honey in a few days, but as you can see, they're fanning, and it's drawing all the rest of the bees that are airborne when we installed the package, and the girls that were left in here, basically they're fanning, and they'll be doing that here pretty soon. These girls are deciding to grab a bite to eat first before they do. But they're fanning that pheromone, and it's drawn the rest of their bees that, you know, were packaged with them in, and they'll all get into this colony here. They'll start orientation flights almost immediately here. There are a couple drones in here, which is great. So they have plenty of stores in here to eat on. I don't have to put any sugar syrup in, but if you're using, you know, drawn foundation or undrawn foundation that's, you know, got nothing in it, you definitely want to put a frame feeder or a jar feeder in that hive right now. Don't put it on the outside, don't put it at the entrance, put it inside and let them start drinking on that and doing their thing. Trying to think of anything else with the feeding, but that's pretty much it. You don't want to induce any robbing. These girls are new, you know, they're new to the neighborhood here, so really good looking group of bees. Very docile group of bees too. Of course they will be because they are new and just have a new home here, but hopefully they'll stay that way, and within a day or two that queen will be released and she'll start doing her thing. And but if you have the drawn foundation, especially if it's got some nectar still in it, that's even a huge plus for you. It's less that they have to do. And you can also take some sugar water and spray some 1-to-1 sugar water inside of that on that foundation and fill up those cells a little bit, and then they'll have something to eat as well. So so then I'm going to leave them be here. We're going to do a little bit of some inspections lightly on our other colonies because we're up over a little over 60 degrees today, and we have some brutal cold weather coming in Sunday for 4 days after that, down into the 20s again for 4 days. Not something any of us are looking forward to, but it is what it is. So we're going to leave these girls alone, and thanks for watching Windy Acre Bees.